there kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Goff now to throw. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Breaks a tackle. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Mike, 180. Just like that. Just like that. Hold the loop. Hold the loop. Hold.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's a right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Goff. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Sponge. No. Watch twist. Look at me. Door. Now.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ready up. 59, Mark. Check, 59. So don't say nothing. Switch. Hey, Sam on. He's ready to go.
Mixon with a first down carry. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 59. All day, baby, all day. Hey, Delta. Hey, alert 3. Get it.
To throw on 2nd down. Woody under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Aaron Donald with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Hey, I'm coming after you. Fire.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Woody. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Goff now looks to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's gone. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Louis.
Now gone. He gets it to Cooks. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Back to throw, Goff. There again is Cooks, complete. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Brandon Cooks. 1st and goal, Rams.
They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley taking it in as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Mike, look at me. Zipper. Get the ball. 59, Mike. 59, Mike. Let's go.
2nd and 5. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Mike 5'9". They can't hang with us. Shit.
Topper! Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Check, 59. Bravo. Go. Check, 59. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Mike's 59. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 1st down. Woody eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch. Hard. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Shoot.
It's Mixon on the counter. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3 down. Watch 44, watch 40.
Back to throw. Woody looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands, and, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On first down, Woody. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
Throwing again. Woody. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Woody under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check 50.
They will run with Grant. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Mikel Roby brings him down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter. To forget for him now, 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Value green. Hey, Alpha. Watch the pass. Got Mike 42, Mike 42.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
First throw now for the backup lock. That's complete to his running back, Grant.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lock going to throw. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marquise Goodwin, as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Oh, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Block will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch the curl. You draw Corker. Hey, high 7. 59 Mike. Check.
Ready. Throwing on first down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Locke, throw left side complete. That's Grant. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
59.
Yep.
Exit. Check 59.
Hey, Delta.
It's 59. Mike.
Set, go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's go.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 52. Check 30.
Greystone, travel. Gone, gone. Fight.
Again, it's Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Go, go.
Mike, check. 59.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Here's Locke to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, echo. Hey.
59, Mike, 59.
Block again here on 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 36.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
60 Pittsburgh. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Bravo. Yo, go.
Check 59, Mike.
Shoot.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Locke got his man. It's Eifert. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down and goal to go.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Big grip.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Rock it. Ready?
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Okay, ready?
Check, 59. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Again, here's Adams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. They come out here in the I, and no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
The Rams on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 50.
Whirling.
Goff now to throw. And got a man. It's Woods. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Check motion.
2 for 1.
Gone. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
First down, Los Angeles.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And shoving his way inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Moon. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 14 yards. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Looking for Woods that time.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
You think you won't get this? You think you won't get this?
Tricon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
6-6, pull it high.
65.
Hey, Charlie. Get it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lock. Man open. It's Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
5.
On first down, Mixon. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Set,
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Grant. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 2 running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Matchbox lights. Go out.
They go back to Grant. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Grant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
You got 3.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check, check. Check 31, check 31.
Back to throw. Lock. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
That's another Bengals first down.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
John Brown on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So in a driving rain, he steps up, puts it through just like he's practicing in a gym somewhere.
How about that? Any little slip in this weather is going to throw him off. He stepped up there like it was perfect conditions, took dead aim, and knocked it through.
Get in the weight room.
Goff now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison bringing in 341 pounds of power for the sack. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know.